Hello, what's good? Today I'm replanting chili. So first thing that you need to have is water. I'll explain to you why. Um, and also gloves. So the purpose of you having gloves, let's start here. It's because of chili is very spicy. So you don't want spicy things to stick to your hand, and then whatever happens, you start rubbing your eyes or doing whatsoever to the wound or something. It starts to get irritation, so we don't want that by all means. Yeah, so we are wearing gloves, of course. Safety comes first. So now let me show you what we usually do, right? So here is it's a chili. So the chili will start to flower and then it has the chili, but in most cases it does tip over. I don't know why this one decided to stand straight. So what you do, you hold here and then you cut here without damaging the plant. And here is your chili, right? Here is your chili. It's very small. So now what we want here is we want to open the chili to see the seeds inside. I don't think the chili is done yet. It is hollow inside, but it does not smell like chili. Okay, you move the plant on the side. Now we are now focusing on the chili. So when cutting the chili, you must cut the back end first. The back end will always expose seeds. There is seeds there. I don't know. You see proper seeds there. After that, you take the seeds. Here's the seed. Let me do this. Here's the seed. You put it inside the water. I'll explain to you why. You keep taking out more seeds. I never expected this to have so much seeds. It's a small chili. I never imagined that it will produce seeds. Ooh, yes. It starts to spread its water. I can feel it. I'm just kidding. We treat it as a leaf for rejuvenation and stuff. So we send it back to the pot to dry, to send more proteins and whatsoever inside the pot to the roots, so that the plant can continue to grow. You see how wet the gloves are? You see how shiny? Now let me show you something. Here's a trick here about the seeds, right? I want to show you something. So here, right, is the seeds. You see them, right? You take the seeds, you put them inside the water. You see how they drop. They are dropping because it means the seeds are alive. So now, if the seeds float on top of the water, it tells you that the seed is dead. So in most cases, it won't sprout. It won't grow, right? If the seed drops at the bottom of the water, it means there's a root inside, right? It can actually grow. The possibilities of it growing is 80 to 95%, right? And the one that is floating, it's 25%. And in most cases, they don't make it. So that's why you use the water trick. So I just giving you a trick. Before you plant your seeds, put them into water for some time, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, and then see the seeds. If the seeds float, the seed is dead. If it drops to the bottom, you don't need like ample of water, just the size of the glass, yeah. So now I just shown you the process of putting seeds in the water. The best thing is why I chose here, take it out fresh and then taking out the seeds, putting it in the water. All of the seeds have dropped to the bottom, right? So there's more than 10 seeds here by the look of things. There's a possibility that some won't make it, some will do. Yeah, that's how you do the reseeding of chilies. This is my first generation of chili planting. This is my first generation. This is my second generation. So I'll just leave them inside the water. Okay, now there's one chilies right now that's floated. That's at the top of the water. Here's the second one. I don't know if you guys will see or what, but for the video purpose, there's 2 seeds that are floating. Yeah. And yeah, so this is my second generation of chili. Yeah, I'll try by all means to show you the first phases, from planting to putting the soil, waiting for growth, and see that will the second generation be a success. See you on the next one. One last thing, you must always throw away the gloves after use, because you won't know if someone will want to use them and touch stuff, like I said, the eyes and whatever, and then they start to get irritation. Wash off the scissor that you used. Thank you. See you on the next one.